What's up, y'all? It's your boy Joe Gonzalez. Sipping on some Diet Pamp here. I want to tell you guys the top 5 foods that you think are great to consume and are healthy, but will actually make you store fat if you're not careful. So here goes. So the number 1 food item that I want to tell you guys that you think is healthy, well, it is technically healthy, but it's very caloric and will make you store fat if you eat a lot of it and you don't even care and you're not careful about it. So number 1 on this list is nuts. How can it not be? I'm talking about, you know, any kind of nut basically. Peanuts, almonds, walnuts, pecans, Brazil nuts, cashews. Well, cashews aren't technically a nut, but you know what I mean. It's pretty caloric still, you know, pistachios, all that. The reason why this is so caloric is because of the fat content. And out of all 3 macronutrients, fat is the most caloric. Okay, fat has 9 kilocalories per gram or whatever, I'm not sure, per serving, but I'm pretty sure it's per gram, I don't know, but carbs and protein have 4 kilocalories, fat has 9 kilocalories. So anything that has a lot of fat in it is gonna have a lot of calories, and if you're not careful, you will store fat. Like, I'm not even kidding, like a handful of nuts, like your whole palm of nut full of like peanuts or something, that whole thing was like 500 calories, and that's such a waste of calories. Okay, it's most likely not gonna leave you satisfied. You're still gonna be hungry, and you're gonna have taken up a pretty large amount of your caloric intake for the day, when instead you could have replaced it with something more satisfying and higher in volume, like a big salad or some more fruit, you know, some extra, you know, low calorie tacos, wraps, or whatever. But you know, instead you decide to waste it on some stupid nuts. It sounded pretty funny. Alright, here comes food item number 2. Number 2 on this list, we have these guys. Okay, one of these guys, depending on the size, can contain 125 to up to 200 calories, so you really got to be careful. I usually I can't hate on these guys too much because I eat maybe 1 to 2 of these a day, but I know that, and I make sure I don't pick the, you know, the really big ones, because this is like a medium size. This is perfect. This is probably like 130 calories, and it has a good amount of potassium too. So I'm not a really big banana guy, but you know, I eat at least 1 of these a day. So, but people can get addicted to it because it's really tasty and sugary. So a lot of people could eat like maybe 4 of those. You know, you blend it up in your smoothie, you eat it with your pancakes. You gotta be careful because it's very sugary and very high in calories, and can really make you store some extra unwanted fat if you're not careful. So food number 3. Man, it is freaking snowy. I hate Chicago. I hate this weather. I hate the cold. I hate the snow. Anyways, number 3 on my list is avocados. I know avocados are full of good fat, they're tasty, they're high in potassium, they got a lot of vitamin E, you know, all that good for you. But if you're not careful, I'm gonna tell you, 1 whole avocado, depending on the size, I'm gonna say like maybe 1 large avocado, the size of like this, that whole thing is like 250 calories, man. And some people are capable of eating the whole thing, and you know, that's not worth the calories again. And like I said in the number 1 previously, is especially when you're going for foods that are higher in fat content, that's where most of the calories are going to come from. So avocado is a very fatty fruit, so you really got to be careful. I would stick to eating like 1/4 to half an avocado, and that'll give you like 1 to 150 calories. Still pretty good. You get your healthy fats, you get a good amount of potassium. Okay, just don't eat a whole one, because that has a lot of calories, and it's just gonna waste your caloric intake for the day. So be careful with that. Food number 4 coming up. So don't ask me why I'm filming outside in the snow. I just thought it was a nice setting. Why not? Anyways, number 5 on this list is nut butter, peanut butter, almond butter, whatever. Okay, the serving is 2 tablespoons, and that equates to like 190 to 200 calories. That's like as big as my whole palm. But again, this is similar to the previous ones. It is very fatty, therefore it's going to be caloric. Therefore it's going to be still a small serving. So the smaller it is, I mean, even if it's small, it's still gonna be very caloric, and it's not gonna be satisfying. So don't waste your calories on it. Sure, you can have a little bit, because sure, it's tasty and it has, you know, good nutrients, good fats for you, but I wouldn't eat too much. Like, I wouldn't have, like, go on and have 4 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, because that's just gonna waste your calories. You're not gonna get much nutrients from it. You're not gonna get much protein. And overall, you're not gonna be full, and it's gonna make you eat more later in the day and thus get fat. Okay, you're not careful what you're eating, thus the name of this video. Okay, you gotta be careful. Just stick to a serving max, okay? 2 tablespoons of nut butter per day max. Don't have any more than that. Unless, you know how to manipulate your calories well and you can fit more and while still feeling full, but whatever, that's for a different video discussion. But again, stay conscious of your fatty food choices, alright? So number 5 is coming up. Stay tuned, subscribe, because there's a lot of good knowledge from this guy right here coming in the future. So food item number 5 coming up. So number 5 on this list is probably a lot of you guys' favorite, and I have dark chocolate. Why do I do this so much? Dark chocolate, okay? So the title of this video is Top 5 Healthy Foods That Can Get You Fat If You're Not Careful. So yeah, I'm sure that you've heard dark chocolate is very healthy for you. You know, it's good for your heart, it's packed with antioxidants, whatever, etc. Sure, I'm not going to deny that. In fact, I'm not going to deny any of the foods that I mentioned in this video are healthy for you. But healthy does not mean that it can store fat, okay? Calories are calories. If it's healthy or not, it doesn't matter. It's still going to store the extra calories, whether it's healthy or not, is going to store as excess body fat if you're not burning it off, or if you don't have a high metabolism, fast metabolism, whatever. But anyways, I'm going to say the usual serving of dark chocolate is maybe, like, depending on how it's divided, but like the last bar of chocolate that I saw was like 4 squares that were literally this big. So 4 of those, and that was like 230 calories. And again, very low in protein, high in fat, again, like the rest of the foods that I mentioned. High in fat is going to give you more calories, so you got to be careful. You got to aim for stuff that's higher in protein, because protein is the most satisfying, satiating of the macronutrients. And it's, yeah, 4 squares is like less than like this much, and it's such a waste of calories, again, like the rest of the food items that I mentioned. Sure, it's healthy, but it's a waste of calories unless, you know, again, you're good at manipulating and you can fit it in your daily calorie intake. But there you go, like 100 grams of chocolate, I think that's like an average chocolate bar or half a chocolate bar, is like 600 calories. So then again, if you're not careful, you can eat that whole damn thing and you'll gain a lot of fat. No, you're not gonna gain a lot of fat, but again, like I've been saying over and over again, it's a waste of calories. So you can eat a lot of better options that are like 600 calories, and it'll give you a lot more volume, a lot more food. You just gotta be smart. You gotta manipulate your calories right, and just, you know, learn from experience. Okay, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I made these mistakes too. I eat these food items that I'm mentioning, but again, I know from experience, so I'm careful. I eat like very a reasonable amount of it, because I'm aware how much calories is in each one, and I want to enjoy my food. I want to enjoy my diet, so I include more volume in my food, and I know how to manipulate the amount of calories that are in my food so I can eat more and feel good and feel satisfied. You know, all this that everyone's talking about. So if you got some value out of this video, give me a like, give me a subscription, subscribe to this channel, because I love helping everybody with their nutrition goals and their health and fitness goals, okay? So that's what I'm here for, and if you're supporting me, thank you, because you guys make these videos possible and inspire me to get off my ass and film these videos for you guys. So subscribe and stay tuned.